Hello everyone. So in this unit we're going to look at strings. What is a string? So a string is a chain of characters. So chain of characters, what I mean is this includes all the characters on the keyboard. So you can have numerical values and also you can have letters in a string. The first idea which should come into your mind about a string is like writing a sentence, a word, or anything. So it's a chain of characters. So how do we have a string in Python? We declare a variable in a similar way like any other. So we'll have the name of the variable and then we'll assign it by having, after the equal sign, we'll wrap the word itself in quotation marks. So we can have single quotation marks and also you can also use double quotation marks. It's allowed. So simple quotation marks or double quotation marks like that. You write your words in there or any character in there. It's allowed. But of course, the most used are the simple quotation marks. All right. So now, examples of strings. Examples of strings, like I said, includes all the letters, alphabetical letters, and also includes numerical values, but they are all quoted in quotation marks, be it double quotation marks or simple quotation marks. So it is advised to be consistent with the quotation marks which you started with. So in this case, I'm using simple quotation marks. So like a numerical value, we have 1 here enclosed in quotation marks, meaning it's a string value. Again, here I have a string with words which are random, including space. It's also a quotation marks. So in our case, another one have hello world quoted in quotation marks like this, meaning it's a string value. So we can assign the string value to a variable like we do to any other value. Like we said, var is equivalent to 2 in quotation marks, meaning that it's a string. Then this one as well. And then we can have a couple of operations on strings. For example, we have this variable which is 2 and then also the variable which is 4. When we add them, these two values will be put together, not added, but they'll be put together when we use this sign for addition. So when we tell Python to display this var concatenate, this variable var concatenate, it will display 2 and 4 together, close together without any space. So that action, we call it concatenating. Concatenating is nothing but just combining two strings. So these string values can be indexed. What I mean by indexing is that when you have a value, for example, hello world, in the first place, I'll have it combined together. So this value, we can access only this part of the word. We can slice it. So we can have only part of this word. Let's say this H only by referring to it as, so its index is 0, just by 0. And then the second one, 1. This third one, 2. The fourth, 3, etc., etc. So in this word, we'll have hello world, which is combined. We'll have 9, up to 9. So when you tell Python to print out, to display this value, let's say, because here it is assigned to this variable, which is called greeting, so we will use these square brackets. We'll put the index value, meaning that we're telling Python to only display the value for that, which is equivalent to that index. So in this case, it's 0, the index we used inside, meaning it will display H. And then here, I've used 9, meaning it will display D, which is the last value. Of course, you can have more. So let me add more. For example, here you can have more and more. It's, for example, I might pick 5th. So 5 here. So 5 here, we're going to start 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it will display W. So that's how we work with indexing. Nothing much complicated about strings. So strings are just chain of characters. All symbols, all values are characters, provided they are quoted in quotation marks. You can use double quotation marks or simple quotation marks, but it is advised to be consistent with the preference you've taken. Alright, that is it for this lesson. See you in the next lesson.